Also, a white kid would be good for business. Good credit and shit. No approvals and shit. So a black woman. That's we'll have a black woman kid and a white man kid, and them two together, shit. Them two together will overcome the disappointments that we'll get from Mason and Roman. Like Mason right now. But you feel me though, right? You don't think the white kid would be good for business, and the black woman when we get older, as far as taking care of us.
The white kid can live in just fucking crazy.
Man, you're a responsible white boy. I'm raising.
You're responsible.
So.
You're a wild boy.
What you mean I'm not responsible?
You're responsible.
No, I don't. I know what my past. You talking about my wild boy? You bring up my past.
But y'all say they not gonna know about that? Like maybe it's
Nah, they are. I'm just saying that they'll be responsible because I'll be there. They'll have honor and they don't respect shit. They don't know what's up. Life. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. So I gotta start actually looking at these niggas' teams. Some guy, yeah, they're on Earth. His ass best. Tired. We're gonna run the ball. Okay, we're gonna run the ball and run the ball. Run the ball, rush the pass. Are you finally gonna break them jumps out?
There's no other chocolate like that.
Yeah, it's a little bit. you said, baby? You talking to me?
Yeah.
What was you saying?
And I'm supposed to go to maternity pictures now and into the weekend.
And now meeting today. I mean, yeah, if you want to. I don't really see the point of waiting. If you want to. You said what? The algorithm? Oh, then yeah, this week. I'm around like 3 o'clock.
Today?
No, this week. There this week, around 3 o'clock. Early in the morning. Around, yeah, like around between noon and 3 o'clock.
Ooh.
Thursdays, I think, is the best day.
Not a flight.
Yeah, some shit like that. Alright, so you want eggs up?
Yes. I can save some money.
So you had to say.
That's like save money.
Yeah, you want to save some money? Shit.
Yeah, I want to eat before you guys.
You gotta save some money, man.
It's week 4 of the 2023 season, and there's no love lost between these AFC South foes. It's the Titans and the Colts. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
I'm gonna be making some gorgeous babies. Gorgeous, I tell you.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 7 yards there and a first down. The Titans at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
First down, Titans, gain of 12.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts swings this one out wide for Pierce. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this one too low. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete.
No.
It would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Throwing is Hurts.
You know, I thought,
he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's 1st score here this afternoon. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Phillips is not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a
around that time.
by a former number 2
edit it, make it perfect, you know what I'm saying?
Zach Wilson.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3, usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
They start the drive on the ground, Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
I think you get on better.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. From the 44, Wilson completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
I think that whatever alert they giving you, they trying to make you.
So the yellow flag
You know
came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this
whole
offense. 1st and
psychology to
10.
this whole
Now it's Wilson.
I mean, you're pretty good at the negotiating.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
I don't know if you remember, I used to say, oh,
At the 20-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
I'm going to let them know I have great credit. Just, you know, what's the final price on this? Tags, title, everything, so I can figure out the optimal. And I'm going to tell them, I'm like, yeah,
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. Finding Bourne here over the middle. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This nigga today sent me a link. It was like, you don't got to get the big van bro. It said links to all these SUVs. That's what expected the shit. It's like, bro.
One thing I want my man to have an extra.
They probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Sermon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
And then we can trade
Here's
it in
2nd
for
and
that.
goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping. Everything is a step. I know that I'm gonna get everything I want. So it's like, okay. I always do. I always have. So like, okay, this is just a step to get there. You know what I'm saying?
Is into the end zone.
You get there faster, you know,
and that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal. They've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break.
I know, I see the vision. 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. If shit came to me too fast, I want to appreciate it.
This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill. They went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Parties, maybe.
We're going to be tired. We're going to be spilling coffee.
It's Hurts.
Spilling shit everywhere in the crowd.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And what a nice
the thing is, he walked himself outside.
Doing exactly what he needs to do.
Worked
his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch. And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets another first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Hurts. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on this field position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Under a minute to go. Clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. On 2nd and 9. Hurts. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Like, oh my God, like that was intimidating. I've never ironed Mason. Actually, I did iron.
Phillips is not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
Apparently,
Second drive
Michelle
coming up
should
here
take
for
it
the
like
Indianapolis
a
Colts. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace.
I'm still thinking about ironing.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this.
I don't like babies in wrinkled clothes. I'm like, oh, note to self, don't drop my babies off in wrinkled clothes.
Just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive.
No, you just have to
double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent.
If you fold fresh out the dryer,
swapping that onus back and forth.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Wilson. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Kamara running right. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That's a play that likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Kamara up the middle. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Play action. Now
My
Wilson.
boy. I still got
And he
these
can't
shoes.
find
I'm gonna
anywhere
wear
to go
them.
with it.
My boy.
And he goes down. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan
I
Reddick.
love Justin, my
Chalk that
boy.
one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8.
Holding. Offense.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Taken down at the 42. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Frank Reich not so sure about that last call. He's going to go ahead and throw out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Hurts fumbles it, and the Colts pick it up. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And this is one of the dangers of letting your quarterback run the football. Now, look, he goes through ball security drills just like a running back does. But most of the time, the quarterback swings the ball away from his body. And in traffic, sometimes they forget to protect it.
Indy set to go on offense once more. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Again, it's Kamara. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Wilson. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they have, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal, but that's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Texans, but they're on top right now as they start this drive out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one into the hands of Shepard downfield. Touchdown, Titans. Sterling Shepard, 75 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go play action now. Wilson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Say it again.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time I read about it, couldn't have been
how you playing that?
One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead. And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Flush to his right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. From the 39,
Hurts.
Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. 7 yards there and a first down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll look to throw.
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going to let it go again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. The left side caught by Diggs. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Bourne. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Pass complete once again to Bourne.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. Lamar Jackson with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. Patrick Mahomes, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again.
And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 18. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it up.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
One spoonful of honey. Yeah, you just scoop it and just
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
put the spoon in the top.
Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Pierce takes it straight ahead, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Hurts on the option right. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
On 1st down, Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw again is Wilson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. To throw is Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a 5-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
A look at Sterling Shepard as he and this offense get set to go again.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right.
Comeback route, and he's got it to Shepard.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle but couldn't spring himself free. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20.
63 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Toss wide side. This is Kamara.
And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. And Diggs has it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup at 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. The quick slant caught. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy, because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Hurts. And he rifles one incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Pierce now up the middle. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it, because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Hurts. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Pierce. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Robinson looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They'll run for it with Pierce.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Dameon Pierce, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From the 6. And he returns this to the 22. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, it's complete to Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Wilson's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Bourne.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Here's Wilson. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Now Wilson.
His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses that are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Going for it with Pierce. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Tennessee, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get a trip to Vegas next week for a date with the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.
32. How about that? 7-3, no touchdown. 2 for 50. 6 for 108.